What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus on how the lockout adversely affects the Florida Panthers organization, and we're going to do this for a few teams this week and then see how long the lockout lasts. Right now it doesn't look too good, so we'll have plenty of time, unfortunately. But let's start with the Panthers. Last year they went the playoffs for the first time in 12 years, had two chances in overtime in 6 and 7, double overtime in Game 7, to knock out the eventual Eastern Conference champion New Jersey Devils, and couldn't do it. And I think that really they missed an opportunity there, because I think had they advanced to the next round and played Philly, I don't know what their chances would have been against Philly, but the fans would have been into it. You would have drawn more fans, put more awareness on the team, drew a bigger spotlight, on the team down there in South Florida, which had been, a doormat, probably the most irrelevant franchise in sports for a number of years. And I don't mean that as a negative thing. That's pretty much a fact, and they were able to, go back, generate fan support, talent, brought in some good young players, some free agents, some, mid-level free agents last July. And, you look at this year, I was excited to see Huberdeau play. I thought they could have signed Bukestad out of Minnesota, but he's going to go back for his junior year. I'll probably sign him, at the end of the season. But I think that knowing there was going to be work stoppage kind of, put the, made it more likely he was going to stay in Minnesota and try to win a national championship up there. But, they missed out on a huge opportunity, because you look at the South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Miami market. Obviously, the Miami Heat won the championship last year, Braun and the boys. But the other two franchises there, the Marlins and Dolphins, really have been utter disappointment the last number of years. The Marlins had a number of expectations going into the season, and didn't deliver. And then, the Dolphins, God bless them, the Dolphins. The curse of Dan Marino lives on. The only good Tannehill is Lauren Tannehill. But when you look at, had they come back this year, obviously, they, had the season opened up on time, there would have been a buzz, generated, the young player in Huberdeau that, I think will be a superstar for years to come. Fans would have been excited to go to games, and, because what else are you going to do? I mean, they wouldn't have competed with the Heat, or even the Dolphins for that matter, but I think they could have surpassed the Marlins. Miami will always be Dolphins, no matter how much they suck. It's kind of weird. But, they really had missed out an opportunity by not starting the year on time down there. And, when they come back, whether it's in January or, next October, it's going to be like, oh, who cares? The Heat will probably have won another championship by then and be like, oh, well, I don't care. And that's too bad. I think had they been able to been out there, the excitement would still be there. All the fans wearing red, and they won the division. There's a banner to go up, and at the Bank Atlantic, they just renamed the Bank Atlantic Center. I can't think of the new name off the top of my head, but it would have been awesome. But it's too bad. Hopefully, for other franchises like that, non-traditional markets, they get back on the ice on time in due time. They can start regaining that fan base. I thought they did a great job last year by playing well, playing as a five-man unit out there, and really playing an exciting brand of hockey. And by winning games, you're going to draw people, no matter what. But that's all I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on how the NHL lockout adversely affects the Florida Panthers. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the off-season, lockout, and beyond. Later, guys.